Okay, I'm in the process of putting my HK600 together here. Oh, ran into a couple problems. I'm disassembling my head for to redo my Loctite, make sure we got Loctite and all the screws and so forth. I took and put it completely back together and noticed that one of my blade grips was binding. So I had to take that apart, and what I found out when I assembled my thrust bearing, which you have here, you have your inner race, the bearing itself, and then your outer race. What was happening when that shaft passed through the first bearing and the second bearing in here, and you put on the thrust bearing, it was actually binding. And I don't know if that's a problem with the machining. There is a difference in the machining. This one here has a much better machining process done here. And this one here, I noticed there were some ripples on it. So anyway, what I ended up doing, I took and got me a drill. The opening here for the bearing is 9/16 of an inch. And I got me a 1/2 inch drill. And then I took and got me some 400 emery paper, wrapped around about a wrap and a half, and I left enough room at the bottom there because the bearing's got a seat there, and I did not want to touch that area back there, down in there. So I left a good 1/8 of an inch there from the end of the drill bit, and I worked my drill in there with the emery paper. And I spun it around there a good dozen times, put a little pressure on the blade grips itself, spun it around, like I say, a good dozen times, took it out, and as you can see now, the shaft with the thrust bearing assembly in place there is not bolted on. Just wanted to see how it would rotate with the sanding done. Now you can see it readily goes into place. No sticking, no binding. So it looks like that did the job. So if you have the same problem with your blade grips binding, try that to see if it helps out. Another problem that I ran into was in disassembling, putting the Loctite in, I broke one of my ball links. Sheared it right off. So you guys are taking these ball links apart, make sure that you don't end up shearing them one like I did. That shouldn't be a big problem, hopefully. I'll get a drill and see if I can drill that out and maybe get some Loctite remover and loosen it up and see if I can get it out of here. Worst thing I'm going to do is have to order another control arm. Okay, that's it for now. As I progress with the build, if I have any more problems, I'll get back with you and let you know how it turned out.